What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to today's video. We were going to be talking about Fenty Beauty. So today we are talking about Fenty Beauty. I purchased a few items and I did a whole video on it. And I reviewed it and I swatched it and I told you all about it. But you know, just with like the way my life is going lately, half of the video decided to like not show up on my computer, and it actually showed on my phone as like a black video with like nothing, no audio, no nothing. So I don't know what happened. I had the video edited except for like the half of the video that I couldn't put in because I didn't have it anymore. Why? I don't know. So I decided to hop on today and film the last bit of the video, which is just my thoughts on everything. I will insert me using all the products as kind of like parts of this video so you can see how they actually apply, but I will give you my 2 cents about how I felt about the product. So thanks for watching. Alright, so this is the bottle the foundation comes in. It's very sleek and chic. It's very cute, very edgy, has kind of spray painted vibes. The shade is here on top. I grabbed the shade 240. We'll see if it works. So it does say shake well, and it just tells you 32 mils. This foundation was $34. There's nothing else that comes with the foundation. Ah, here we go. Here are the claims. Fenty Beauty foundation claims: medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. And then it just says that in other languages. The other 2 products I grabbed were the highlight by Fenty Beauty. I'm not just going to keep repeating it because it's a Fenty Beauty review over the products I purchased. So this is the Killowatt highlighter, and it says creamy, long lasting, endless ways to glow. I'm going to just open the package right here. It has like a pink slip and then the product housed inside of there. So this is what the product looks like. It's super cute. I love the shape. It's very unique. And then you open it, it has a little slip that keeps it protected, a nice mirror, and then here are the shades that I grabbed. So this is a Hustla Baby on this side and then Mean Money on that side. And I went ahead and picked up the Fenty gloss as well. I already threw away the packaging, so I was too excited to use it. So I've tried pretty much everything. I just wanted to get on camera and show you guys my face with it so you could see it in person online. Here's that foundation. It comes in a soft touch kind of matte glass finish, and the top is white, and we do have a nice pump. So I'm gonna shake this because it's a shake well. So I'm gonna shake, senora. Okay, so I'm first going to apply it to this half of my face so you can see the difference between the 2 sides. I should use a mirror. How do I always forget to use a mirror? So here is one application of that foundation. So you can see that it really does mattify the skin, which is really nice, but it's a very skin-like matte finish. It's not too dry and it doesn't make my face look really flat. The coverage is medium because it looks really similar to my left side, but obviously the skin tone's a lot more even and I don't have a lot of redness, which is good. Alright, I'm going to apply it to the other side of my face and then we'll test the buildability of it. Feels like I'm putting eye drops in, but that I missed my eye. Okay, so that is one application of that foundation, and I want to let it dry a little bit before I go in with a second coat, just because this foundation does dry down and I would just like it all to be dry before I add another layer. Okay, so I think it's sufficiently dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and add another pump to one side, and then we'll check how that builds. And here's a good example of the color change between when it's wet to when it's dry. Just have that in mind when you go pick out your shade, that when it's wet, it's a lot lighter. My verdict on the buildability is that yes, it is buildable. Some foundations you put on top of themselves and they just don't do anything, whereas this actually does look like it added more coverage without getting cakey. I'm gonna go ahead and add another pump to this side just to even it out. So cute. Alright, so the foundation is now on and I really like it, so I'm gonna let it sit. Actually, I'll finish up my face and I'll come back to do the lip gloss and the highlight. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Okay guys, I'm back. I have finished a few things. So let's go ahead and finish up with the products that we have. Next thing, I just put it down. Okay. The next thing we're going to go in with is the Killowatt highlighter, and this is a very soft highlight and this is a more pop-in highlight. I'm just going to swatch them side by side on my hand. So you can see this one is Mean Money and then this one's Hustla Baby. Hustla Baby's just my kind of shade, girl. It's just my kind of highlight. So I'm going to put Mean Money first and we'll see how soft that highlight is, because it looks like a matte highlight if there ever was one, if I ever did see one. So I'm taking the Sonia Kashuk brush. It's an eyeshadow brush, but I love this for highlighting because it gives you really like precise application. So here we go. So that is Mean Money. And here's no highlight, just for comparison. So none, Mean Money. So it's a very soft highlight and I'm gonna build it because that's just the mood I'm in. Dust off my brush and now I'm gonna put Hustla Baby. Hustla Baby on this side. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Ooh. Ooh, girl. Oh my goodness. I hadn't tried this highlight out. I love it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Girl, if that's not an intense highlight, I don't know what is. I'm actually going to go in and blend that bitch out. Put a little Hustla Baby on the nose and the Cupid's bow. And on the inner corner there. So, last but not least, Fenty Beauty's Fenty Glow Lip Gloss. I've already tried this and I know I like it, so I'm just gonna put it on. Glossy gal. Okay, so here is the final look using my Fenty Beauty products, and as a summation of my thoughts, here we go. Okay, so as for the foundation, it does claim to be a long-wearing matte foundation that is smoothing and it, you know, helps with your texture. They also claim to be sweat resistant and I guess water resistant at the same time. I want to just speak to those claims first and kind of give you my opinion on the foundation after that. As for the longevity of it, I think it is a long-wearing foundation. I have worn this foundation for over a week now since I've had it. I try to use it every day so I could kind of test it out more thoroughly. So I did wear the foundation for up to 8-9 hours, and I noticed by the end of the day it does settle into my lines a little bit, but that's not anything too hard to deal with for me. That tends to happen to me with most foundations, so I don't want to knock it for that. It says it smooths texture and pores. I find that my pores are minimized. I do find that it smooths over them. Just smack myself in the face. But I don't think it makes my texture look any better. And just for example, I'm wearing it right now. I put it on particularly so you guys could see if you, because to me it looks like you can literally see everything on my face, and now I'm really embarrassed. I think the more you layer products on top of it, the less good it looks. Because I did do a full face today, so I'm wearing a lot of makeup and it just looks like I am wearing a lot of makeup. I'm gonna kind of just get very close and let you look at my skin. This is so awkward, but hey, you know, that's what we're here for. I will say I do really like the foundation on its own, like on bare skin, obviously moisturized skin, but on skin where I'm not building up any other product, I'm like only wearing the foundation. I really like how it looks then, But if I'm using it as a full coverage foundation that I'm then putting things on top of, it just kind of gets ugly. I just don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't look very good with other products piled on. The other thing it does say that it claims to do is be water resistant and sweat resistant. I will say that's pretty true. I was sweating the other day because I live in Texas, and running in and out of my house and running errands and in and out of the car, like, it gets hot and you sweat. And so I did notice that, like, around the perimeter of my face it got sweaty, but it didn't really break down my makeup at all, which was nice. So I think it definitely does withstand the heat, which is important. So I still see myself using this foundation, and I just want to mention that it doesn't have like a revolutionary formula. Nothing about this foundation is so stunning to me. So I think if you are kind of on the fence, you're not sure whether or not it's a good purchase for you, I would say go to Sephora and get a sample and just try it for yourself and see if it's something that you want to put your money into, because it's, you know, it's pricey. So there's definitely drugstore foundations that can do the same thing. So I'm not really impressed with the formula. I think it is pretty, but like I mentioned, I just feel like I have so much texture, but it does feel smooth and it feels really soft. So it's just kind of one little thing, or one kind of major thing I don't like about it, but I'm still going to use it just on days where I'm not wearing too much makeup on top of it. I will mention that the shade range is just incredible. So I don't hate the foundation, it just doesn't really stand out as anything special to me. So I hate to say it, but it's true. Okay, moving on. The next thing that I grabbed was the Killowatt highlighter, and this is the shade Hustla Baby and Mean Money. I do like this formula overall. I like the more intense highlight obviously a little bit more, but that's just my cup of tea. But I do like that they have a bunch of highlights for different skin tones. I think that's wonderful, and I have not really seen a highlight in this shade, in my opinion. People have been comparing these to, oh, and also it broke, so I don't like that. People have been comparing those Fenty Beauty highlights to the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlights, and I just have to disagree. As much as I love Anastasia, her highlights are not my favorite. I think they're really glittery and chunky and make your skin look not cute. So I think these are way more buttery. My favorite highlight of all time are all the highlights by Becca Cosmetics. Those are so smooth. They don't emphasize texture. They just look so beautiful. So those are my all-time favorite, but this Fenty one is kind of up there. It's a very nice formula, and it's not too, I just saw like a hawk come down. Where'd you go? What'd you find? So yeah, that's how I feel about the highlight. So the last thing that I got, obviously, it was the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. So I'm gonna put some on right now because I really enjoy the formula of this lip gloss. It's very long wearing. It looks really pretty. It's not the shade. It's not the shade I would have chosen if I would have seen like this among a bunch of other gloss shades. It's just, I'm more of a cool toned or neutral lip kind of gal, so something so rosy and warm was a little like off-putting to me. The shimmer is super minute. You can't really tell once it's on the lips. It does add a little tint to your lips, but it's not too pigmented, so you can get away with putting it over lipstick and it not really change the shade of it too much. Plus the scent is really great. I can't wait for her to come out with more lip glosses because I can definitely see them as a favorite of mine. This shade in particular is not what I would have chosen, but I do like that it suits all skin tones. It's just not my preference, which is okay. Okay guys, so that about sums up everything that I feel and think about these products that I got to try. I can't really speak to the other products because I didn't want to just buy all of the collection, although that would have been nice, but I, you know, had to pick and choose what I would use, and I wanted to talk about that. Let me know what other video requests you guys would like to see, because I am making these for people to watch. So I make them for me because I love makeup, but I also want to share what I like and my passion with other people. So please let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see so I can kind of think about more creative content to put out there. So thank you guys again for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye. I have to stop wearing gloss. This is getting ridiculous.